favorite agency. Like you guys get a lot of special treatment. Yeah, Abdullah is basically an expert when it comes to like RevOps stuff like Clay, N8N, Claude, Aptify, whatever. He's probably like a power user. So he was kind enough today to take some time to share some of his wisdom, some of his sauce. So yeah, please take it away.
Perfect. So it's great meeting you all. Pleasure to be here, and yeah. So we'll try to share what I have experienced, and I'll share my screen, and from there we can discuss a few of the things. So yeah. So I'll start by the problems that we are facing in the GTM space today. If you guys have noticed, most of these problems are data problems, and if a person is able to get that data in a way that according to his requirements, then obviously these AI models are getting better and better, and then you can get the output that you actually want. So I was just thinking that what I can share all you guys, and I think there are a bunch of tools and everything that are already coming day by day. But what was interesting here is that when we have a problem, when we are not able to get the data from LinkedIn or any third-party resource. So the problem that happens there is that we were using with the previous models, we were using Claygen, but it wasn't as great in scraping the information. But today we have the something like Claygen Navigator, which is great. And what I've seen people missing out here is utilizing something like this JSON schema, and especially when we have this situation when the data is not available on LinkedIn or any third-party resource. So what if we just look at, if we take this example, which is a local gym, and here if we just click on the contact us information, so here we can see information like the phone number or email, which can serve as a fallback information. But if we just scroll down here, we can see the people's job titles, emails, even phone numbers. And if we can see, there's a bunch of different people. So what I have done here is just to showcase people not utilizing a lot of this JSON schema, which is something that I love. And here I have inserted all a detailed prompt here, and I have also a GPT, a custom GPT for this, which I'm willing to share, and you guys can create this detailed prompt. And what this essentially does is actually helps you to get the data in a format that you want. And I'll share how this has resulted in scraping all those contacts. So as we can see, all these people, their full names, emails, phone numbers is here scraped in a very systematic way, where we can just go ahead and, again, like we all know, just like write it as a row to in another table. And if we just have a look here, so we have a very systematic way where we can just go ahead and enrich these profiles and start outreaching. But this example, like this might this cannot this can be a career page, or maybe open jobs on their website, or something like news. But utilizing something, this JSON schema can help in organizing the data the way you want. So another example here is that I would like to use it on a NOC profile, and let's see how it performs. So here, what I have done here is kept the prompt very simple, and again, utilizing the JSON schema. But one thing that I would or that I always do is to utilize something like the value proposition canvas. So what I've done is that I have added this into the JSON schema prompt to know about the gains and the pains and also customer jobs. And once you have that information, then you can very well qualify the leads according to the offer that you're providing. So let's have a look at what we have got from for Enoch. And if we just click here, so we can see all these pains and gains in a very systematic way, and also the jobs to be done. And if we just have a look at it, it seems like it is hitting the right spot. Like all these make sense to me, but also like Enoch can share if these are actually good or not. But yeah, like I love utilizing these a lot, and this is something that can give you the information in the format that you can just feed in into the any latest AI model, and then you can go ahead and qualify it in a way you want. Here's this third example where I have run this on the website and here what I've done here is to use something like business model canvas, which can help us to get the some important information like value proposition, customer relationship, customer segments, channels, key resources, and all this stuff. And if we add this to the prompt here, and if you see the results, so now here we have all the key resources, the cost structure, the key activities, revenue streams, key partnerships. So in this way, you can basically get the data in a way that you would want and then proceed ahead with your workflow and also get the results that is the best. The second thing that I would like to share is, okay, so by the way, I have this, like in order to, like, it's way easier to create this JSON schema, and because you can just click here and it will lead you to this GPT where you can just write in a plain English and it will give you the entire prompt there. So it's very easy. Secondly, I would like to share a resource who market themselves as an intelligent build for consumer sales and marketing. But what we have usually utilize is typically that classic information about companies, like for example, the employee size, the open jobs, and all that stuff. What's interesting here is that it gave us some other information as well, which can be very useful in some specific campaigns. For example, maybe like we have the information like ranked and verified phone and email numbers, the LinkedIn, and also current and historical mailing address, gender, age, marital status, location, lifestyle attributes, renter, and also the financial and wealth, which is the estimated income, estimated net worth, and luxury purchasing entity. A lot of information about the property and assets as well, and professional and firms. So if we have to utilize it, and if I have to share an example, is that if we are, let's assume that if we are working for a nonprofit organization who is researching on a cancer, and usually in that case, people who are very wealthy are mostly interested in investing such causes. So from there, you can just enrich this. And because Minerva have a native integration with Clay, so it's very useful, and I haven't seen people using it a lot, but I have tested it in a campaign and it worked very well for me. So you can basically use this whenever it is required for a campaign, and I feel like this is really valuable. So the last thing that I would like to share is we all know that a great GTM will always be the person who is using AI better than the others in the market. And one way of using AI better than others is always staying on the top of the models that we are seeing every single day. For example, we know what ChatGPT 5 can do, and we also knew that the limitation of ChatGPT 4. And similarly, if I have to give an example here, is that there's this another AI model which I usually use, and one of the reason why I decided to mention and talk about this here was that um, it has this model which is Gemini 2.5 Pro, and if you notice here, it has this insane input token limit where you can just it's over 1 million, and where you can just go ahead and copy and paste the entire API documentation or anything that is a bit more technical, and it can guide you toward the right steps, and then you can set it up the way it should be done. uh, and in some of the cases, I've seen people when we are using third-party scrapers and we connect them with HTTP API. So what happens here is that um, uh, at times the output that we get is in JSON, and it's very lengthy, and we get this error of exceeding clay size limit. And I have seen people creating automations for that. Whereas what you can do is basically copy a sample JSON output and paste it here, because this has this above than 1 billion input token size, and it can guide you towards the information that you are interested in, and you can just simply mention them here, and it will only return the information you are interested in. So yeah, so that was it. And I feel like if we stay on the top of these models every single day, so you can basically do stuff way quicker and efficiently than the other people. And these AI models will be a game changer in the next couple of years as well. But yeah, I hope this was helpful, and would love to answer any questions if you have.
That was crazy. Minerva scares me. Like enriching someone's financial situation, that seems invasive. But yeah, I mean that's an interesting use case, like qualifying people, like as far as their eligibility to, I guess, even be able to purchase a product, I guess. Um, yeah, I'd be curious to know how it works under the hood, but yeah, maybe that's like proprietary.
Yeah. So I actually used it for a campaign that we were running for a nonprofit organization, and they wanted to reach out to people in a specific location. And I enriched the profiles, and it has these categories of wealth. Some people are categorized as elite, and some people are categorized as ultra elite. And
Mm.
then based on that, I got the people that I wanted to target, and then and it went pretty well. But this is something that's worth knowing, because we can utilize these pieces of information in the campaigns where required, and then definitely like staying on the top of that.
Gotcha. Okay, cool, man. Um, we are at the 30-minute mark here, so thank you so much for connecting with us and just like sharing some of your sauce and like what you guys are working on. Um, yeah, really, really appreciate the time.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure meeting you all.
Thank you,
Clap it up,
sir.
clap it up for Abdullah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
All right, y'all.
Are we all jumping off?
Yeah. let's break. And let's get back to hacking.
Are they going for another